About 5.5 million people aged 65 and older live with Alzheimer's disease, the leading cause of disability and poor health. Touro Family Medicine Physician Dr. Meredith Maxwell is here to take a closer look at some ways you can protect your brain as part of Alzheimer's Awareness Month. Good morning, Doc.
Good morning.
You know, let's start with some basics because people know this is a brain disease, but what is Alzheimer's?
Right. Well, as you age, your body changes. Well, guess what? Your brain does too. And you start to have memory problems, thinking problems, behavioral problems. The key hallmark of this is difficulty learning new things. So it's not like you don't forget like a birthday or your child's name. It's the new things that are really the key to seeing the difference.
Fascinating. So we won't talk about my memory here, but the
nor mine.
For symptoms, I mean, what are the early signs? What should somebody watch for? What should loved ones watch for?
So say you want to do like an arts and craft project and it's a very simplistic task and they can't quite get it. They start forgetting things like turning off stoves, simple things like that. And so just be aware of a change from baseline. And I think that's so important because everybody has their own baseline. So I think family members need to talk to primary care providers, their doctors, to let them know if any testing needs to be done, like a mini mental status exam in the doctor's office to show us if this is, stress or anxiety, or is this something that could say they have Alzheimer's.
In terms of the cause, is this, we're living longer, obviously, so that's part of what's going on here, but is it nature, is it genetics, or is it something about a lifestyle and how you lived your life that causes you to get this?
Well, that's an interesting question. They think it's all of the above, unfortunately. There's no easy answer. So, for instance, you could hit your head, and that could cause some dementia or forgetfulness symptoms. So it's really important to protect your head, wearing helmets, making sure your loved ones don't trip over carpets, pets. Those kind of things can cause dementia. Keeping them engaged in social activities. Don't just let them sit in the house and not be social, volunteer. Those kind of things can help your memory. Heart health, of course, exercise helps in all arenas. It increases blood flow to the brain. So that is a really important protective effort that you could do.
I think that part of this is fascinating, is sort of continuing to challenge the brain, whether it's reading history or whether it's just jigsaw puzzles, as you point out.
Exactly. Crossword puzzles, Sudoku, those kind of things can keep your brain nimble, if you will. And I'm not just talking about like passively watching TV every day. Challenge yourself, learn things, read things. Don't be sedentary with your mind. Other things is just the heart health piece of that is really important. Tie into this and helmets. I see a lot of head injuries that could go avoided. So and those simple things can protect people.
And who knows the effects years later. All right, Dr. Meredith Maxwell, thanks so very much as always.
Of course.